We got action happening. Is it happening? Is it happening? Let's take a look. Test. Where's the pop-up? Okay, why am I not live? Am I live? Oh, the exposure's way off here. What's going on? Why am I not live? Okay, I'm live. Oh, boys. Yeah, wicked kink in my neck, folks. Oh, yeah. Okay, so how's the sound? Are we doing good on sound? Got the old Christmas hat on. Christmas Santa Claus. Santa Claus is cooking right now, folks. Okay. Dog's right underneath the table here. Okay, we got the microphone problem. Okay, the dog, for some reason, look at this. Where's the little puppy? Dougie, I know what's going on, eh? You're just one screwed up dog. Look at that little Christmas dog. The reason Doug's so screwed up is because I got about 70 or 80 pounds of beef cuttings from a buddy of mine who butchered a cow. And Doug's been gorging on beef chunks. A lot of gorging outside. I got it at the back barn, and he's doing the gorging. He's like, look at this. I got treats. Oh, he's getting up. This morning he didn't even want treats this morning. Oh, Doug, you're resurrecting yourself here. Oh, look at this. Hey, I'm surprised. This morning he didn't want this. All he wanted was to go outside to have fat, beef fat, eh? I gave him a bull's penis there 2 days ago. It's still sitting on the floor. He took it, walked away, dropped it. Oh, he's picky right now, really picky, extremely picky. So let's see how the YouTube notifications work on a Christmas night. A little bit of Christmas cheer happening here. Make sure there's no label showing. Okay. Who's here? All right. Okay. Lisa Marie, Cujo, Sheila, Nabby, Charlene. Charlene, thank you. Well, the birthday's not yet, but early birthday. So I'm late. I'm just cooking my food right now. I'm not having Christmas food. Well, I guess it's red, but that's hot sauce. But the red on it. But it's these sausages, Italian hot sausages, which aren't hot, really salty, and wrapped in bacon. They're in the oven. Everything's better with bacon. Oh, Doug. You are just going to take over, aren't you? Because it's kangaroo. Kangaroo dog. Yeah, it is the last snowy Christmas. Trust me, it's a hard one. Oh, we'll just leave that right on the table here because the dog is going to come right back. Oh, it's Christmas. So was Santa Claus good to everybody out there? Was it a festive day? It's just like the end of the day here. It's like 8:26, 8:16. Oh. I'm killing you, Myrtle. 62 degrees in Arizona, Stacy. Well, that is pretty nice. It's actually not bad here. It's about -2 right now, -3 here. We got a little bit of a warm patch after that wicked last week patch we had there when it was really cold. Oh, it was bad last week. I put my back out with drywall sheets, and I've got a wicked knot in my neck. It's killing me. It's killing me right now. I'm really stiff neck, put it that way. I'm really stiff neck, actually. It's like not even fun. And the painkiller, I took a painkiller, it ain't helping either. But anyways, it's Christmas. Let's not whine about my back. Right, Doug? Right? Christmas treats. All right. I'll give Doug one more of these. Like I said, he's been getting, I got like, not kidding you, it's like 70 or 80 pounds of beef cuttings. Well, put it this way, there's so much fat and trimmings cut that Doug won't even eat the bones. There's bones all over the yard. I keep giving bones. There's a bone in the house in the back room, and he won't even touch it. It's laying on the floor, and he just wants to go out and eat the easy fat. Oh, this is the basically the last Christmas in Canada, folks. It's the last one. Last one for me. Honestly, I didn't think I'd be here this Christmas, actually. I honestly thought I would have been gone by now when I originally started on this quest to leave. And but it's a big process to leave the country. A very big process, I can tell you. It's like a lot to it. Okay, your last one. Do I get a special treat? Come up and give me a kiss. Come on. Well, I won't get a kiss, but at least come on up. Come on. Hey, give everybody a, look at that. Hey, oh, the little dog. Hey. All right, that's enough Doug and his treats. So, anybody got something to say? Any questions? Other than the fact that, well, I did duck chores earlier. Everything's going great. We had a dead duck a couple days ago. Just up and died, stone dead in the, what you call it, the barn. Yeah, I know, the lighting's way off tonight. There's a big white glow. The screen's really washed out. It's because the light's behind me. Let me try this, hang on. It's like I do have a little bit of a glow. Plus the red on the shirt is, maybe we'll get some incandescent lighting here to even the tone out. Maybe that's a little better, right? The fluorescents, that's the problem was. The fluorescents were too white. Oh, that's better. Okay. Hello, Susie. Cowboy, Krista. A little bit further. Stephen. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be here. Well, that's a way better color. Should have turned that light on in the first place, eh? You'd just like to send me some dollars? You still can for the girl. We're up to, what is it? It's either 830 or 880. It's either or. I can't remember the number, but it's over 8. We're at so far in U.S. dollars that have been mailed to me unbelievably fast for Angie to start her new business in Venezuela, in Santa Cruz to be exact, which is about 30 kilometers from Boconó. So if you're looking for it on the map, it's a little village, little tiny village, like really, really. I wouldn't doubt there's like maybe in Santa Cruz, oh God, maybe 500 people in the village. No. So, yeah, maybe 500. It's a small village, folks. Very, very small. Like very, very, very small. It's extremely remote, put it that way. Well, you know, if you watch the series, at the first series I did on Venezuela when I went down, you would know how small the place is. It's remote, and the farm's remote. Everything's remote. I love it there. I really love it there. I'm going back there, obviously, because I'm going to see Angie for her new business and her baby. And I'm going to be staying at the farm on this trip also, folks. I'll be actually staying at the farmhouse overnight, a couple nights, which will be very cool because I'll be doing vlogging from there. I'll be vlogging the whole thing. It's going to be a big series, this one, because I'm gone. I land in Venezuela on the 19th, and I leave on the 2nd. So it's actually a good stretch of time. So the dog, eh? See that going back and forth, pacing? Doug. All right, it's Christmas. I'll give you some more. All right. You're gonna come over? Yeah, so it's 8:30 or 8:60 is what we're up to for Angie, for her business. Look at this, how slow he is now, eh? What a picky dog. Doug. He won't even touch his food. He's unbelievable. This fat thing has ruined him. Come on up. Oh, he just burped in my face. Oh, the little dog. Okay. Oh, burping. Okay. So that's really good. I'm really happy so far. And there's, like I said, the mail is just started. So it's we still got, like, I don't leave till physically the 19th. Well, I leave actually really the 18th, my last day, because my plane flies out of Ottawa at 5:20 in the morning. Matt, did the earthquake in Colombia change any of my plans? The wrong kind of Colombia. You got Colombia with a U. That's not the same place. That Colombia is in United States of America. No. Does Doug miss me? The first trip, he didn't care when I got back. Second trip, he missed me. He showed me appreciation when I returned the second trip. The first trip, not. So this trip, he'll probably show appreciation. There he is in the background. I think, oh, come on, give me another piece. Hey, it's Christmas. Oh, the paw. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want another one? It's Christmas, eh? What the hell? All right, let's do her up, dog. All right? If you're going to do her, let's do it right. Oh, you don't even want to know what the price of this bag. It's crazy. Deb, our little dog lover from Australia, she treats Doug really, really well. You have no idea what a pound of kangaroo jerk costs. You don't even want to think about it. It's crazy. Doug, you are a spoiled dog. Come on up. Come on up. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, the dog. Hey. Oh, my dog. I love him. He's coming with me to Venezuela. For anybody that thinks I'm leaving Doug behind. Because I've had a couple of people mention that. Send me messages, actually, private messages. How can you leave your dog behind? You're abandoning the ducks and abandoning Doug the dog. Anyways, things are going good. We're happening. I'm taking a bunch of phones down to Venezuela. iPhones, used iPhones. I've had 6 iPhones donated for the cause to take to Venezuela. So I spent yesterday all day programming 6 iPhones and downloading all the apps and everything for them because their internet's really slow and they can't, they just can't do it. So I got those all. I spent the whole day. It's fun setting up 6 iPhones, I can tell you that much. Hello, Stephanie. Merry Christmas. So that was my festivities yesterday, getting things ready, and shopping online, buying extra chargers and 6-foot cords for iPhones. Santa Claus is coming to Venezuela for some people that are really, really, really well, but it's not doing too well. So, and I got news today. Angie in Santa Cruz, because she only had one phone between her and her husband. They got the phone that I left in October. So I finally got to them. Think about that. October, I put it this way, it's a 7-hour drive from Valencia to Santa Cruz, and it took this long for the phone to get to Santa Cruz for a little iPhone 5. No, my birthday is not tomorrow. Well, Phyllis, I'm still going to be here on the internet. I'm not. I don't. What does everybody think? I'm just going to delete everything and leave? I'm not. I'm not, folks. I'm going to share this whole experience of going for my new life in Venezuela. Like, actually, today I was online figuring out my cell phone packages because I'm going to buy my own cell phone package when I'm down there this trip, because the people at the airport have decided to jam it to me on the rental, and it was just ridiculous, the price that they quoted me for internet for 2 weeks. They think I'm a stupid gringo. They said the bill last time when I was down there for the last trip was $60. They charged me for the rental, but you pick it up right at the airport. But now that I have a visa, because that's the key, I have a visa now to live in the country. is I can go to the cell phone company and get my own account, because you can't have an account unless you have a visa or residency and or a citizen. And I now have a visa now, so I can get my own cell phone account. So for 400 boulevards, okay, I can have 5 gigs of data and unlimited text and telephone for 5 gigs for 400, okay? And right now the exchange rate, I think the exchange rate right now is, now I'll tell you what the exchange rate is right now, because it's probably, the last time I looked it was 50,000 to 1. Let me just hang on here. I'm doing a little bit of checking. I'm doing some checking for you folks. Where is it? What is the exchange rate right now? Where are you, Mr. Dollar Monitor? No, they've got pictures of Christmas food on. What is the exchange today? Oh, the dollar went down. It's 44,517 to 1. So 400 boulevards for 5 gigs of data, and there's 40. So it's roughly, what is that? A nickel. Or less than a nickel, actually, is what it costs. And they wanted $95 at the airport. My God. But you have to have a visa to get that deal, which I have a visa now, so I can do that. Go. Yeah, the exchange rate, well, at one point there was, it did hit 50,000 at one point on the black market, but now it's down to 44. So, what ducks do I still have? Phyllis, they're on my stream. There's 4 streams running right now with ducks. The ducks are here. If you go to the channel page, scroll down, you'll see all the live streams, and there is a bunch of live streams with ducks in the barn right now. They're probably all in the barn right now, actually. Oh. Well, Helen, everybody on YouTube is my family, because I've been sharing everything with you people for a lot of years, and it ain't gonna stop. Trust me. I gotta take the hat off though. Christmas hat is hot. It's pure polyester, and it's like wearing an oven on my head. I handled it pretty good. I lasted 17 minutes. Sand is a little hot, so we're gonna take the hat off. But no, I'm not going anywhere. I wish people would stop saying that. Because I'm planning on sharing the whole thing. I am, because I want to show you my new life is what I want to do. It's the goal, and I've got lots of ideas. Oh, folks, the ideas I have, and now with Venezuela getting 4G cellular service, I'm going to be able to do streaming, because it's rolling out. It's starting to happen down there. I was just online, and even where I'm going, where the beach house is, they just announced there's 4G service. So I was like, I'm not going to be on 3G, struggling to upload. Because you can't stream on 3G, but you can stream on 4G. So I'm going to be able to give you lots of updates, lots of live updates too. The old iPhone, turn the iPhone on and boom, because I'm putting cell phone boosters on the properties, so I'll be able to give you lots of updates. Plus my travels, plus like Angie, her business. I'm like, as you know, I'm going to be buying a farm in Santa Cruz, and living there part of the year, and I'm going to do trips with her for to go to buy supplies. So you'll be able to see what it's like to travel 12 hours through the mountains to go to Cucuta, the Cucuta, I mean, and buy supplies and bring it back for the business in Venezuela. Like, this is going, you folks, I cannot stress how exciting it's going to get in the new year. I can't stress enough to you how exciting it's going to get. I'm really pumped about telling this story. And it's exciting for me because I'm starting my life all over, and I'm liquidating everything up here, and it's just Doug and I. We're leaving, and it's exciting stuff. I think it's going to be a good train wreck to watch for you. Like, oh, Stephanie, the weather is way better. Yeah. And the nice thing is, I get to choose. If I want, if I want to be in 20-degree weather, or do I want to be in 30-degree weather? I've got an option, because I'm going to have at both ends of the country. Because of the prices of things down there, It's ridiculous, folks. It's just ridiculous. Well, put it this way, the cell phone, 400 bolivars for 5 gigs of data. It's like everything is priced that way. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, there's still snow. Actually, less than 2 hours from the farm, there's snow. So, if I want, it's just not as cold, but there is snow because there's actually a cable car that goes to 15,000 feet, 5,000 meter elevation, and it's a tourist area, and there's snow. So, if I want to have a snow, but I can't see me missing snow that much because I'm thinking it's going to be I'm going to be either enjoying the 20-degree days, the 22-degree days, or I'm going to the beach. So I need some good weather. My old body's not like this. Today's struggling outside with the ice. Everything's frozen, slippery. Lots of sand I had to put down today. But it's exciting stuff, folks. It is a big deal, to sell everything and leave. It is. There's a lot of mental conditioning you got to do to get yourself ready to do this. It doesn't just happen, okay? I can tell you that much. Oh. What else is going on? Christmas. Doug and I are cooking. And, things are going all right. How's the work going on the house? It's happening. It's happening. I got my sliding door in. Got to cut it out. It was my wall's crooked with the old wall in the house, so I got a little work there. Got drywall. Got a whole bunch of drywall sheets sitting in the back deck, and that's why I put my back up. My neck is just killing me. You wouldn't believe the knot I have on my neck. I felt my back click, and then it went into my shoulder blades, and today it's my neck. It's moved up to it's gone from my back, my shoulder, to my neck. It's right dead center of the neck. So the joys of double sheeted drywall. Any questions here? Oh, there's a question mark. What about your family? Are they happy with you moving all the way to Venezuela? I don't know. I haven't asked. I really don't care. I'm doing this for me. No. I really don't care. Oh, no. Are the ducks and geese going to move together with you? Avita is asking that question. I can't get a visa for the ducks and geese, Avita. Sorry. Doug's going with me though, okay? Just so you know. And the work on the house, it's happening, Susan. I'll get it. All I got left is the back room. That's it. The back room, and then a purge in the garage, and that's all I got to do. And the purge in the garage does not work. It's just sorting. If you got a question, you got to put the question mark. It's proper grammar. The grammar police are on duty. So, question marks catch my attention. And emojis that are crying also catch my attention. Don't be sad, Avita. It actually works out good because it's easier to find good homes in the spring for the ducks. So, and don't forget the ducks are getting old. The ducks are getting old. This is like they're really they've only got the breeders have only got maybe 3-4 years left in their lives. They're old ducks. So they're going to live their life out somewhere else at the end. Lisa Marie, I don't know where they're going yet because where do they go? I've got to be happy where they go. That's the bottom line. So either they go where I feel comfortable leaving them or they die. Simple as that. I'm not going to dump the ducks just to be eaten by foxes and coyotes on somebody else's property. Not going to happen. No, I don't have any children, Helen. I'm childless. No. So I don't have to worry about children. Am I still in Venezuela right now? 1488? Does this look like Venezuela? Take a look. Hey, I'll give you a little pan. Does that look familiar? Have you seen this before? I'm going to Venezuela very shortly. January the 19th at 5:20 in the morning. I leave. Hell. Oh, folks, I hate doing this. I really hate saying this stuff, but the GoFundMe thing, It's just dragging out. We're already at the end of the December. I got to feed the ducks still. Well, I still got to pay for December's food, and I still haven't got November's paid for yet. Like, what are we at on the fundraiser here on the link? Let me just check here. What are we at? What are we at? Yeah, we're like $300 away from paying the ducks off for November, and in less than a week, I'm going to add December to it. So I'd really appreciate if we could get that cleaned up, because the ducks are still here. It's not like they're gone, and it's not like they've been abandoned or anything. I'm still, I'm doing it. I'm still got the ducks here. Still running the live streams. Still got the internet running. Everything's still happening. Well, isn't Venezuela in a collapse? And the question is, what's your take on that? Opportunity. That's my take. 1488. It's opportunity. That's what I think. So there's a saying, folks. It's a famous saying, actually. It's Warren Buffett. When there's fear in the streets, be greedy, and when there's greed in the streets, be fearful. Okay? So the time frame on listing. Either the house is going to get listed before I leave January 19th, or it's going to be listed instantly when I get back. February the 3rd, I land back in Canada. Because I talked to my lawyer, my guy who does all my real estate stuff here in Canada. And you don't think I've been drinking all day, which I haven't. This is my first pop that I've had today. He, in his 30 years of doing real estate deals in this part of the world, he told me that I will sell my house right away. That is not a problem, because I've got all the the videos and pictures and all that kind of neat stuff. But he said the closing ain't going to happen till the snow melts, because in this part of the world, people like to see the property, rural properties. In town, different story. In town, deals close all the time. But in the country, people like to see the ground, so that means the snow has to leave before they close the deal. So I've resigned myself to accept that I'm here till April. So that's the deal. At least for the closing, when it does sell, when it gets listed, which I know my property's going to sell really fast. I know that for absolute sure. Not even worried about it, actually, because right now there's a glut of buyers in this area and there's no sellers. So, and especially properties in my type of properties, there are next to none in this part of the world like mine. So I'm not worried about it. It's all going to happen. And maybe, because I keep having this hope, I pray to the duck god that maybe the person that buys the property will keep the ducks. So that's what I'm secretly hoping in the back of my mind, that somebody will go, yeah, I'd like to have a flock of ducks, because they produce eggs. Like, there's only 3 males, they're all females, and my geese are like really quite an awesome flock to have, because there's 18 of them, 18 or 19, I forget what it is now. We lost one, so it must be 18. There's 18 of them, and geese are very expensive. Like a pair of breeding geese are worth like $200 to $300 minimum. They don't go cheap, even if they're not even matched pairs, like a breed wise. Geese are very expensive, and a lot of people like geese because they are they're a pretty bird, and they're much hardier than ducks, and they do last about 20 years. So maybe somebody will come along and say, well, I want to have the geese and the ducks in the pond, and I'd like to have them here, and maybe that's the kind of person that will come along and buy what you call it, the property. Fails in Canada, wins in Venezuela. Dale, how do you figure I failed in Canada? I don't understand your rationale on that one, or how you figured that one out. No. George, the investment fund for Angie's business. We're at either it's 8:30 or 8:30 or 8:80 so far, is what we're at, George. And I'm not physically leaving here till 5 a.m. on the 19th of January. So we still got time to mail anything. Honestly, I honestly, I would love if we hit like about 1,500 for Angie. That would be awesome. Because you got to remember that Angie only asked if I would be interested in making a $200 $200 investment in her business. And I would really like to blow her mind, because like this, folks, this is life-changing money. Like it's like we look at this and like, like $1,000 US isn't a life and death situation for us. Like this is life-changing. Like think about this, okay? Just so you can get perspective of this, what the Duck Adventure is trying to do with this young family's business that they want to start. A cell phone for 5 gigs of data for the month is less than a nickel, is what a cell phone bill costs. Okay, so it's a nickel for a cell bill. So to get an investment of $1,000+ to start a business is epic stuff. Okay, it's off the charts, and I'm going to video everything. Like I'm going to set a camera up, I'm going to sit Angie down, and and maybe her sister's even going to be there, and I'm going to pre-explain everything to what we're doing, and then I'm going to do the reveal in the card, because the money's going to be in the card, and then we're going to get it on her face, live, not live, but no rehearsal. Like I'll sit her down and tell her what I'm going to do, but I ain't going to tell her the amount that's in the card. So when she opens the card about the investment that Duck Adventure is going to make in her business, pardon the language, but I think she's going to shit, okay? So, I think she is, okay? Because that is an unbelievable amount of money. Well, put it this way, her husband, who works his buns off as a coffee farmer, okay, probably makes maybe $40-50 a month, doing all that hard labor 7 days a week in the mountains on the coffee, so like if your husband makes $40-50 a month, and then you get a Duck Adventure YouTube guy shows up and invests $1,000 to open up a store. I don't know about you, but to me that's a pretty amazing thing. So I think it is, and I'm gonna video it all. It's all gonna be videoed so you can see it all happening. No. And just to give you an idea, okay? Like this isn't easy for me to do. If you look at the map, I'm going to Cumana, okay? Because that's where I'm buying my beach house. So I land in Valencia. I have to go 10 hours to Cumana to the east, okay? And then I finish my house deal in Cumana, to finish my beach house I'm buying there. And then I have to travel back to Valencia, 10 hours. And then I have to drive to Santa Cruz, which is almost 8.5 hours, okay? I'm literally going across the whole country for the Duck Adventure investment, because I don't need to go to Santa Cruz. The only reason I'm going to Santa Cruz is to do this because I want to start her in her business, and I want to come back and visit and vlog it and share what's going on. So it's a pretty big deal as far as effort is concerned on my part. It's not like I'm just sitting back and it's like really easy. Literally, I'm going to be adding about 20 hours of driving time to my life that doesn't need to happen, but I want to do it because I really want to start this young family out and see what happens, because I figure I'm going to be living in Santa Cruz in about 9 months after I get the beach house set up. Maybe it might be a year before I'll be buying that farm in Santa Cruz before this, but the time that I physically get to live there, it'll be interesting to see if her little bodega store is up and running. I will be stopping in there. Like I will make trips. You're going to see a lot of trips. Actually, you're going to go like, Matt, you're not really doing that much. You're just doing a lot of bouncing around Venezuela. It's like, anyways. $1,000. How much is that in Canada? It's $1,000. That's what it would be in Canada, Dale. $1,000 would be $1,000 here. Well, now $1,000 in Venezuela is about pretty close to 3.5 years' wages, minimum wage, is what it is. About 3.5 years. Oh. Nobody's looked at the farm, Helen, and you forgot the question mark. I'm answering it just being polite here. If you want to ask a question, you got to put a question mark on it. But anyway, so that's the deal. So I'm excited. I'm really excited, as you can tell. So I'm quite pumped about the whole deal. It's an interesting story for me to share with you. It's my life. So I've shared my life with you people since 2011 on this channel, but I've really cranked it up since 2013. So it's 6 years. I've been doing this. But I think this chapter is going to be the most awesome. Oh. Is it hard to receive donations? No, Lynn. Everything's staying the same with the ducks. You got to remember, I'm not a Venezuelan, folks. I'm tied into the electronic banking system. I'm not. If I was a Venezuelan, I'd be screwed because you can't even send money. The only way you can send money to Venezuela right now is, you can do bank transfers, but you lose about 30% in the exchange rate because they give the official rate. So an example, when it was at 50,000, the official rate was 36,000. So you would get 36,000 bolivars for every dollar instead of 50,000 in the black market. So the official rate, you get screwed, whatever, I think about 30%. But you can send MoneyGram also, but you get screwed there. Western Union doesn't do it right now because they're afraid of the sanctions, even though sanctions are exempt for personal money transfers. But for some reason, Western Union will not do transfers, at least from Canada. I don't know about the States, Western Union, but you can do MoneyGram. But I'm not a Venezuelan, so I don't want bolivars. So I don't have that problem. So everything will be the same, PayPal account, all that kind of stuff, because my PayPal account is being linked, it's going to be eventually linked actually directly to a bank account in Colombia to get money from Colombia to Venezuela eventually. But I have to do that when I get down there because PayPal, they have a service called Xoom, Xoom, that is linked to the Latin American bank accounts, which I can link to my PayPal account because it's owned by PayPal. So. What is gasoline per gallon? Well, I don't know about gallon, but I'll tell you about the liter, Sheila. And there's 3.73 liters in a U.S. gallon and 4.55 liters in a Canadian gallon. But the price per liter is about 1/45 thousandths of a cent per liter. Okay, so 1/45 thousandths of a cent per liter. So like the driving across the whole country is probably maybe $2 drive across the country. Oh. No, they don't accept credit cards, George. There's no credit in Venezuela. None. It's ATMs. ATM like a debit card, I should say, is debit cards. No, there's no ATMs because the ATMs don't hold enough paper. But it's debit cards, debit card or U.S. dollar. The debit cards, if you're paying in bolivars, and if you're paying in cash, it's U.S. dollars. No. Nope, George. Interac don't work. No, their banking system is locked out of ours. But I can do a transfer, but like I said, you lose about 30% on the transfer, on the exchange rate. So, no, it's a cash world. It's cash or deposit bolivars in the bank to use their Interac system down there, or their ATM, or their debit card system down there. It's not called Interac. It's some kind of, I forget what the sign is for their debit card, but it ain't Interac. The Canadian banking system, I know in Canada because I talked to my bank. They class the Venezuelan banking system as high risk because of the sanctions. So, but Bitcoin is no problem. What am I drinking? Soda pop. No. In green bottles. What's my supper happening here? Oh, I got to check my supper, folks. Well, it's not really supper. It's like a Christmas treat snack. Oh, folks, I'm going to take it out and show you this. Like I said, I got these sausages, and it turned out they were bad recipe. The guy screwed up when he made them. They're locally made, and there's too much salt. They're not even spicy Italian sausages. So I tried to fix them. I filled them full of hot sauce and wrapped them in 4 chunks of bacon, slices of bacon, and put them in. And I'm hoping that it takes away from the horrid salt content. But there they are. So it's like a little Christmas snacky. You know? But I think I'm going to let them go a little bit longer. What do you think, eh? Just a little bit longer? What do you think? I think I should go the next 7 minutes. Finish it off. Oh, I know what's going on. I got the tray on the bottom the wrong way. Damn it. Oh, I screwed up. The tray is the grate on the bottom. I got to flip backwards. Damn it. Wasn't even paying attention. It's low sodium bacon, George. I had a package of it. I thought this way the low sodium bacon can absorb something, or mask it, mask the amount of salt that's in the recipe of this. It's just bad. It's bad, really bad, actually. No. It's a shame because they're local, free-range pigs that made these sausages, and when the guy in the sausage place made the sausages, he screwed up and put too much salt in the recipe. It's maddening because it's free-range pig. Like, you know how hard it is to find free-range pig? Nobody does free-range pig because pigs are notorious for escaping out of pens. They dig underneath the wires, so everybody keeps them in the barns all the time. So when you find free-range pig and then someone screws it up and puts too much salt in the recipe. A tour around the house before I leave. I'm actually going to do a video. There's going to be a video that you can see the house when I list it. So there'll be a full-blown video. There's your tour, Helen. And you will see all the work I've done, the painting, and all that kind of stuff. So, all the work, lots of work. So. Merry Christmas, Charles, in Texas. Yes, George, actually I'll be doing a big glass of water on the headboard because of these salty, sausages that I'm preparing for my Christmas snack. How safe is Venezuela? Not as dangerous as they say. Put it that way. Well, put it this way. You're allowed to defend yourself with lethal force in the country. You're allowed, contrary to what people say. People say, oh, there's no guns, you're not allowed to do this. I am going to have guns in Venezuela, trust me. I put it this way. Just to give you an idea. I have already got shotguns lined up from people in Venezuela, legal shotguns, that I'm going to be allowed to own. As soon as I have my visa, I have my visa, but once I'm living there and I can go and get my permit, because you still have to get a permit, I'm going to have shotguns in my house. Trust me. Just like I have here. Just like I have loaded guns where there are rodents and rascals that are here, and I have gun safes all over the property here. I will have the exact same setup down there. You are allowed to defend your life, contrary to public belief. So, I see this on the internet all the time. I see it all. That makes me so mad because as you all know, I'm a gun guy, and that is actually a concern of mine. Not being able to to own a firearm or firearms. Okay, I ain't living without one. Trust me. And I will be, as they say, locked and loaded, just like I am here. You know, no different whatsoever. And hunting is big down there. They do a lot of hunting, contrary to what everybody believes. There's migratory birds. They do a lot of goose hunting down there. A lot of goose hunting because a lot of these birds that live up here fly to South America and they have to go over top of Venezuela and they're shooting them in Venezuela. So hunting's big down there for people who have money because it's freaking expensive for them to buy ammunition. No, that's the deal. Whoa, that's lovely with a question mark. Helen, if it ain't a question, you're sucking me in with question marks. No, Susie, backroom's not done yet, but we're getting there. I put my back out. I got my back deck is covered in drywall right now. I got a load of drywall for the back, and I put my back out. I'm in so much pain right now, Susie. My neck is so stiff. It's like, oh man, it's brutal. I need to have a hot shower and do some stretching. Yeah, I know, Lynn. Potato water. It's the trick. But I ain't boiling nothing. I'm cooking them. My safety is predominant everywhere. I don't care where I'm living. Honestly, I don't care where I'm living. I gotta take care of myself. Because you know the saying, eh? When seconds count, the police are minutes away. So. Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's absolutely for sure. Anyways, but I'm like, how close am I? Oh, my neck is so stiff. 1 minute. I'm 1 minute from sausage time. I wonder what they're going to taste like. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a mukbang here. Whether we red hot, but I'm curious if this worked. If the hots, I filled them full of hot sauce, and then wrapped them with 4 slices of bacon. God, I hope they're not too salty. They were bad. They were bad last time I had them. It's put it this way. It's taking me. I got 20 packs of them, and it's taken me over a year. And I still got like 8 packs in my freezer. That's how bad it's been trying to choke them down. Chicago, every weekend is more dangerous than Venezuela, Patty. Oh, definitely. Well, last weekend in Chicago, 13 people got shot at that party that was a fundraiser for somebody who got shot before. It was some kind of fun support group party for somebody who was shot before, and then 13 people got shot at the party. You can't even make that up, And the news doesn't even talk about it. It's like it doesn't fit the narrative. I won't go there. We're getting into deep politics on that one. Oh. Yeah. Anyways, I got a little sidetracked there. My brain was going to go down the rabbit hole on you. But, there it is. Oh man, my neck is so stiff. Oh. Hello, Janie from Guam. You've disappeared for so long. Where have you been? Anyways, let's get this out. I'm curious on the sausages. I want to see if this worked. Christmas sausages. Well, they're not really Christmas sausages, but they're getting consumed on Christmas Day. Wonder what they're going to be like. Oh man. Oh, my neck is so stiff. Like it's everywhere. It's like I'm moving like an old man here. Oh man, double sheets of drywall, because the drywall comes taped together, 2 sheets face to face. So it's like it was a little too much weight. We're getting all the utensils ready. Oh man, I hope they're good. I really do. A little Christmas snack here because I successfully have nothing. Well, I do have treats in the house, but they're frozen. And the dog's coming. Cook some eggs. No, eggs are for breakfast. I try to stay away from the old lazy eggs for supper stuff. Yeah, the dog's right here. Look at that, eh? The dog. You want sausage, eh? You already had treats. Okay. Let's see what this is like. It's red hot. We'll let it cool down a second here. I don't need to burn my mouth live on YouTube. Right? The dog, he only loves me for food, folks. I know that. I've accepted this. We've got your attention, don't we? Right? All right. Don't forget, if you got questions, you need to put a question mark. Do they like spicy food? Who likes spicy food, Krista? I don't know. Potato water? No, I don't have any potatoes in the house. It was suggested earlier, but I don't have potatoes waters in the house. I don't eat potatoes. Well, I do eat potatoes. I got hash browns, but I don't think frozen hash browns. Well, maybe I could put frozen hash browns in some water and boil her up. Maybe I could. You know what? It's like it tastes really good. The bacon, the hot sauce, and then there's that burst of sodium in the center. In Venezuela, yes, there's spicy food. In the mountains, they like the spicy food, but they tone it down by mixing everything with milk. So it's like hot sauce, or they actually make a hot sauce that's hot peppers marinated in milk. And it's actually really tasty. It is really tasty. I used it on absolutely everything I ate when I was there. But you go to Kumina, the other end of the country, and they use the same peppers, because the same peppers grow, they grow the same peppers, but they put it in oil, so it's red hot. And I used it on everything I ate too. But it's like one extreme to the other. One is like a mild, spicy taste, and one is hot. But it's the same peppers. But just, they're prepared different in the country, from one end to the other, from the west end to the east end. That's the problem. That's what's so cool about this, folks, is that I'm going to vlog what's it like to live there, and I'm going to show stuff that there is nobody that's done this. That's what's so epic about this, because it's like you're going to see part of the country that you've never seen before anywhere on the internet of what it's like truly there. It's because, think about it. Venezuela, it's almost like North Korea, the way it's blocked from the world right now. I'm not moving to North Korea, but it's that, like it's not a hermit country, because it was, a flourishing industrialized country for many, many years. But for the last 20 years, it's been sort of barricaded from the world. So it's pretty exciting, Pretty exciting stuff. It's not bad. I think I fixed it. Well, to a certain degree. But 4 sausages took a half a pound of bacon. A pound of bacon, the whole package, to do it. To fix it. They're pretty good, though. Actually, yeah. Look at that, eh? So it's free-range pork, hot sauce, wrapped in 4 slices of bacon. It's not bad. Shiraki hot sauce with the Yung Wang Shiraki with the rooster. What is it and how does it help? I don't know the question, Charles. You got a question mark, but I don't understand the question. I should change it to mukbang? No, we're just doing a Christmas mukbang. Improv. It's improv. It's not planned. I didn't plan on even being streamed this long. I've been streaming for 57 minutes. Did not count on that, folks. I did not count on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day to be drinking beer doing mukbang. I'm getting another beer. Well, pop. I'm getting a pop. Another pop here. But hey, I'm doing it with the Duck family. I'm here just with Doug. There's nobody else here. So Doug and I had a bunch of sausages that I'm trying to resurrect out of the ruined too much salt recipe. And having a chat with you people. Answering any questions that you have. So, and Doug now has given up. See? He thinks he's getting a treat. He's not getting a treat. Dog. The dog. Oh, look at this. Food. Give me some food, please. Come on. What a dog, eh? I'm not going to share my sausages with Doug. He already has so many treats, folks. The dog he's had the best Christmas you could ask for. I came home with this, look at this. He's got his head almost on my plate. Oh, you got no table manners. None. 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 His nose is not even 5 inches from the plate. He's like, oh, come on, let me lick it. Let me lick it. And I know his face say, he's a handsome dog. Aren't you? You're a handsome pup. You know, folks, anybody that hasn't, that is new to the channel, you know that when I sell my house, I am going to get Doug's DNA harvested for the future, just in case I ever strike it rich and I can afford to get Doug cloned. I have full intentions of doing that. I said to myself, when I sell the house, that's what's happening. So you never know. Maybe, if I ever strike it rich and I can afford to clone Doug, there will be a clone Doug in the future on YouTube. And they'll be like, oh, Doug, he's lasted 20 years. How did you do that? Is there a link between Margarita Island and my future beach house? Yes. I can drive 2 hours around the peninsula, and then I take the ferry, which is a 1 hour, 60-mile ferry ride. No, 2 hours. It's 2 hours. I think it's 2 hours. Maybe it's 3. It's 60 miles from the peninsula to Margarita Island, and the ferry runs every day. And we are going there because I also want to go to the desert on the peninsula because there's a bunch of forts over there and some nice big major beaches, and we're definitely doing it. So I'm going to be doing the peninsula round from my house and then to Margarita Island. Absolutely for sure it's going to happen. Susie, you know what? The first time I was ever to Venezuela was Margarita Island in the year 2000. Actually, hang on. No, it's gone. Damn it. I had a beach bag here that was Margarita Island. I thought it was hanging there. Are you sending it to the country that... it's a place in Texas. The last time I checked, there was a place in Texas. Is cloning dogs. And I think it's $1,200 US to preserve the sample, and then whatever it costs. But I have more research to do on that yet. The house isn't sold yet. Potato water has nothing to do with lower back issues. Potato water is for salt. If you put too much salt accidentally in your food. Yeah, I know it does sound. You know what would be more interesting is having like 6 or 7 little Dougs running around. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, I still have t-shirts. Limited colors. Go to 50ducksandahotdub.com. Links below the video, and you can get a t-shirt. Make a donation, get a free t-shirt. Oh. Stephanie. Okay, I answered Stephanie's question where the DNA is stored. Corey, I can't resist Doug's face. Actually, I can't resist Doug at all. Doug has power over me, folks. I'm not gonna lie. He can manipulate me. I ship t-shirts worldwide. It doesn't matter. They make the donation. It's the same donation, and I ship them anywhere in the world. I'll even mail them to Venezuela. You won't get them in Venezuela because they'll get lost in the mail, but I'll mail them anywhere. I've mailed t-shirts to Brazil. We had somebody made a donation for Brazil. I mean, I mailed them to them. They got them too because I got an email. They did. It was years ago when we had the ducklings. Doug is a very exclusive dog. He's got big time attitude, Susie. I was at Keith's house, kind of cute Keith's house, there before Monday. Stopped in. Doug was out, and like he just does what he wants. Like he doesn't listen. He just does what he wants. He doesn't care. And I called him. He looked at me, and Keith just he looked at that dog. He just lifted his head, and he looked at me out of the corner of his eye, and just continued doing it. He knew I called him. He knew it. And until I started walking towards him to make him listen, I did about, I don't know, about 20. He was about 60 feet from me, and I walked about 1/3 of the distance between us, about 20 feet, and that's when he said, "Oh, he's coming," and he decided he was going to listen, and he responded. But first, I had to walk like 20 feet for him to realize, "Oh yeah, he's serious. He's coming for me." Oh, he's a bad dog. He's rotten. Look at that. You have a little rotten dog. Aren't you? You know, folks, these sausages have turned out really good. Now, my comment on Doug will do on the plane. Doug is a phenomenal traveler. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. The dog was meant to do this, folks. Put it this way. I take Doug in the car, and sometimes I forget he's in the car. You know? Like, it's like, he's really good. He's really good. Very laid back dog. Like I said, sometimes I forget he's in the car. I know he's going to be an awesome traveler. Awesome. But just don't let him off the leash, because once he's off the leash, he's gone, does what he wants. You think you can get a couple Dougs, Corey? You never know. Hey, I'm serious. Doug, like today, I might get Doug. Like I said, I'm gonna preserve his DNA, absolutely for sure, before I leave the country. And who knows? Maybe we'll have an auction, and then it'll be like, a whole bunch of people will be bidding on dogs because the litter could be, because they say when they clone there could be like 8 dogs, 8 puppies. So we'll have a litter, and then everybody can just make bids and get a copy of Doug. I want at least 2 Dougs. That's what I want. I want 2 of them. I really like the look of him. He's just a mutt. I know that, but he's like the perfect combination of mutt. He's truly a handsome dog. And I love the smell of him. I truly love the smell of him. He's got just the most awesome smell. It's intoxicating to me. Some people think, oh my God, he smells like a dog. Yeah, he does. But that was one of the things when I adopted him, when I rescued him, when I drove that day to get him, was his smell got me. It was to me, I don't know, everybody different, when it comes to smells, but for some reason, I love the smell of dogs. I don't know what it is. Not wet dog, but dry dog. So I don't know what it is. Their ears too. Oh, and the smell of their paws when they sweat. I don't know what it is. It's maybe I'm an idiot, or there's something wrong with me and there's something short-circuiting in my head. But for some reason, dog smells, These have turned out very well, folks. I can't believe I'm sharing my Christmas sausage with you. I got 8 packs of these sausages left, so I know how I'm going to finish them now. Things that took like a whole pound of bacon to make them better, though. Did you like the smell of the paws, Janie? Like, because popcorn paws with butter? Or just popcorn? Doug doesn't smell like anything. There's no association. I just like the smell. You know, I can't nail down what he smells like because I can't compare it to anything. So you have the same kind of problem I have then, Janie. We've got like some kind of short circuit in our brains that we like the smell of dog perspiration. Who else here likes the smell of dog perspiration? Oh man, the duck adventure. We got some strange ones here, right? Oh. Anybody jumps on this stream, they're gonna like it's Christmas Day stream talking about smelling dogs. I think we're all a bunch of freaks here. Anyways. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're doing the dog smells here. Doug's being so patient. Look at this. He's like, oh, come on. Notice me. Notice me, please. I'm right here. I'm being so good. Oh, what a dog. I'm not giving him any of this. This is way too good. I can't believe, look at it. It's hot though. Oh, the hot sauce. It's working good. I don't even taste the salt. I tell people, Janie, that I love the smell of dogs and their feet. I'm telling a whole bunch of people right now, and probably everybody's going to jump on this stream later and watch the video. They're going to go, yeah, Matt is one strange cat. You know, no. I'm not ashamed of it that I've got a thing for dog smells. But I ain't smelling their butts, okay? Not a fan of that area. That's one area that I avoid. Nothing worse than the smell of a dog's butt. Oh. Oh, folks. Anyways, it's Christmas. I can't thank you enough for following me the last 6 years on this crazy adventure with the ducks. You know, things are going to change. 2020 is going to be the change that's going to happen here. I'm excited about it. I hope you join me. I think it's going to be an awesome story to tell. And the duck adventure is still going to help people. That's not changing. Because that's what I want to do. And I have found a whole country full of opportunities to help people and to show a part of the world that you can't see anywhere else. And shake my life up and make it really exciting and see, you know, if I crash and burn or not. Who knows? You know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. You know, we don't know. But I'm not worried about it. I'm really excited about it, and I really want to share it. And you know, and I got a great group of people that I think that would appreciate me hand grenading my life, burning the bridge behind me, and starting something new. You know, and I do. I'm excited about it. I can't tell you. I can't stress enough how excited I am about sharing my new adventure. You know, of what I'm planning on doing. You know. Will I be doing ducks in Venezuela? Okay, I'm going to answer this question right now concerning animals. I am personally, as Matt McDougall,
not going to be taking care of animals in Venezuela. There is going to be animals in my life, but I am not going to be personally taking care of them because that is not my plan. I want to stay flexible in Venezuela because I have a whole country that's going to be now in front of me that that I'm very interested in, that I want to explore and I want to see, because it's a hidden gem in South America because of the crisis the last 20 years. There's not a lot of information about the country, and it's got my curiosity, and I want to be able I want to be flexible that I can go and do whatever I want to do. That's why I'm going to be at each end of the country with my homes, but I am going to have animals. And my plan is, because the thing is when I went to Venezuela, the very first trip, was I had an idea of bringing the Duck Adventure there and, raising animals, giving the money, giving the food away and all that kind of stuff. And then I saw what the country really needed, and I would like to showcase that, what the country really needs. And that is, exposing what it's really like there and how good the people are and how a little bit of help, the old saying, like you can give a man a fish, feed him for a day, or you can teach him to fish, and he can feed himself for life. And that is what I want to do. Like this helping, our first adventure. It's going to be helping Angie with their business, with this young family that has 2 children that live in a multi-generational home. They're peasants. That's what they are, folks. They're peasants. This is the definition of peasants. They're peasants, which is a word in Western culture that you really only read about when you read about history, our history, the peasants. You never hear that today. But these are poor people, but they're taking care of themselves, and but they're poor, and they need help. And I would like to, try to help a whole bunch of people and share it and vlog it and get everybody involved. And the Duck Adventure has been super generous, helping a lot of people, over the years, feeding people here in Canada, and the food bank. And there are people that really need help, in another country. A lot. And I am going there to do something different. So I want to stay flexible. So my plan is to hire people. I'm going to, I know at the farm I'm going to have fruit trees. I'm planning on planting the whole property with different types of fruit trees, but I'm going to hire people to take care of things. And share the food, whatever grows or is raised, but I'm not going to be physically taking care of anything. So you'll see animals on the channel, but you're not going to see Matt slugging it out doing chores and things like that. I'm not going to lie to you and give you a false hope that you're going to see the old Duck Adventure chores. I ain't doing that, but I am going to employ people to help me do this, and because they believe me, folks, I'm going to learn from them. Because they're quite proficient at growing food and things like that. So, it's not like they're useless. No, that's not the case. No, that's the deal. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. No, it's not Spanish. I got to learn Polish, Janie. I got to learn Polish. That's what I got to do. Well, of course I'm going to learn Spanish. I'm looking forward to that too. No, but I'm not worried about anything. I'm absolutely not worried about anything because I'm not physically working in Venezuela. It's like, folks, to give you so you can get your head around this. Okay, it's sort of going to be like I'm on a permanent holiday, but I'm actually doing something constructive. That's my plan. That's the kind of life change I want to do. But I'm still doing something. Like I'm still physically doing something positive, but it's more like, my God, man, this guy's living like a holiday in Venezuela, but I'm not, because every day I'm doing something. You know what I mean? Like, I have an idea to make an interesting story to keep you interested and keep you watching. The train wreck. Hopefully we don't crash and burn. Anyways, that's the plan. So I'm going to say goodbye. It's Christmas. I want to finish. I got 2 more sausages left. Doug's looking at me, and I'm going to share my little sausage here with the dog. So everybody says, "Oh, you didn't even share the sausage with the dog." Okay, come on, Doug. Up you come. Look at this, eh? Oh, look at this. I'll even give you a good-sized chunk. Come here. Look at that, eh? Oh, there you go. Doug got a piece of sausages, folks. I've been doing a little bit of Christmas love here. Now he thinks he's getting more, but he's not, because I'm going to eat the next 2 sausages completely on my own. Everybody, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope everything that you wanted arrived, and it was delivered by Santa, and you didn't have to pay for it on your credit card. And the New Year's, nothing but good stuff for you. And don't forget the GoFundMe. Let's wrap this up, because in less than a week I got to post December's bill of feeding the ducks, because the ducks, contrary to some people, are still here. There's streams every day that run 24/7 with the ducks in the barn, in the pen. Nothing's changed as far as that's concerned. Okay, so I'm here, Doug's here, the ducks are here, and I will keep you completely informed on what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, how it's going to unravel, and I'm going to be very transparent with everybody, because I want you to watch what I'm about to do in 2020. So remember that, okay? So stay tuned. Don't leave. Don't think, oh my God, the ducks are gone, it's over. Unsub and leave, okay? That isn't what's going to happen here. It's the complete opposite. If anything, things are going to get really exciting here on the Duck Adventure. And I ain't changing the channel name either, because, well, that's just stupid. You know, the 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub. That's like, that has Venezuela written all over it, doesn't it? I think. Anyways, have a good day. Have a Merry Christmas, what's left of it. My part of the world, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And I'll talk to you in New Year's. How about that?